When I first started my photo and video business, my bank account looked just like this. And it sucked. I couldn't seem to get any high-paying clients. But 3 months later, my bank account looked completely different. It looked more like this. And it's all because I fixed this one thing, my offer. My name is Cody, and I'm a coach helping photographers and videographers book 5 to 10 retainer clients in their business so that they can have more freedom and make more money. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do the same thing by creating what I call the client magnet offer. It's the framework I use to attract the right clients and also high-paying clients that pay you on a monthly retainer basis.
Okay, we are going to jump into the good stuff now. So, a client magnet offer. So what actually is a client magnet offer? Well, your dream clients are stuck in what I like to call the gap. And it's something that's kind of, around the internet and that. So between what they're frustrated, they're stuck on this side with their fears, their frustrations, the pain points that they have. And what they want to do is they want to get to where they want to be, which is the wants and the desires. And by bridging the gap, that's where your services come in. So your job is to bridge that gap with a clear magnetic offer that makes you the obvious choice and naturally repels bad clients. And when you place in your client magnet offer, then they get to the other side, which is their wants, their desires, their dreams, the big dream outcome that they have. So that is your job with the client magnet offer, and that is why it is so important. When you don't have a clear offer and you don't have something that attracts your dream clients, then they feel confused, and it just makes their fears, their anxieties, and their frustrations even bigger. They feel like they can't get to their dream outcomes without a clear solution, which is, your services. And that is what helps them to bridge the gap with that. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. So how do we actually create a client magnet offer? Well, it's something really simple, and I like to call it the 3 Ps of a magnetic offer. So right here, we have people, promise, and plan. So with these 3 Ps, we can go through this, and it helps us to start crafting our client magnet offer. So first of all is people. So with people, you want to know exactly who you're talking to. Most creatives try to serve everyone. I did that too. And when you do that, you book no one. When I first started my videography agency, I was trying to DM restaurants, fitness people, gyms. I even did like chiropractors, dental surgeries, like absolutely everyone. And because I did that, everyone was really confused on who I served. So it just didn't help me at all. So when you are starting out, when you are even, making money as well, you want to make sure that you know exactly who it is that you're serving. So if you're speaking to everyone, you're speaking to no one. Be very specific. It's all about clarity when it comes to a client magnet offer. So as an example here, I help local cafe owners in Manchester grow on Instagram with scroll stopping visuals. It's very specific. I help local cafe owners. It's not I help the whole of England or the whole of, America. It's I help local. So within, and if you wanted to be even more specific, you could say I help local cafe owners in the actual town that you're from. In this case, I put Manchester, which is the city that I live in right now. And then again, grow on Instagram. It's not for cafe owners that want to grow on TikTok because it's not there. Okay, it's for those that want to grow on Instagram. Then you want to go deeper into the actual people that you are serving. What are their fears? An example might be, I look unprofessional online. What are the frustrations that they have? I hate DIY photos that look cheap. You want to dig deep into what is it, the frustrations and the fears that they have. Because again, going back up here, right now, they are on this side. The fears, the frustrations that they have, and they want to get to their wants and desires. Once you know the fears and frustrations, then you can go on to the wants. And a good thing about this is you can kind of mirror the fears, the frustrations with the wants that they have. So for example, I look on Professional Online and I hate DIY photos. A want here is I want quality visuals that match my brand without breaking the bank. It's the kind of the polar opposite of what they actually want. So you can make a list of all the fears and frustrations and then think, what is it that they actually want instead of that? So that is people. Next off, we have promise in our 3 Ps. So you want to define the transformation. Don't just sell photos or videos. Sell the outcome. I help local brands look premium online and attract more traffic using visual storytelling that actually sells. Okay? Ask yourself, what do my clients get after working with me? How does their life, business change? You want to ask yourself, what do clients get after working with me? And how does their life and business actually change? What is the promise that you are actually giving them? What is the transformation? And at the end of it, when they reach their dream outcome or their dream destination, or you bridging the gap with your offer, what is it that you actually give them? And again, it's all down to being very specific and making sure that it's, I like to say to a lot of my coaching clients, is you want to be able to point at it. It doesn't want to be this big thing that no one can kind of, at the end of working with you, be like, oh, I'm not sure if I actually got the result that I wanted. You want it to be something you can point at, like, do they make a certain amount of money? Do they get a certain amount of followers? Does their conversion rate increase or decrease, or something like that? You want to make sure that it's something that you can say, okay, this is the clear outcome that they get. This is the clear promise that they get. And last of all is the plan and the process. Show how you deliver it. People trust systems, so build one, okay? And there's a really nice, easy 4-step method that I like to use that you can kind of make this easy. Because what I see a lot of the times with creatives and entrepreneurs is they have a plan and process, but it's this like 10-step process, and it makes everyone feel really overwhelmed. So you want to make it super simple. So with this 4-step method, first of all, you want to identify 3 key problems your dream client faces. So what are those big headaches? What is, if someone was to come up to you and they had a bone sticking out of their arm, what is that pain point that they need a solution for? Number 2 is mirror those with 3 matching desires. Like we spoke about with the fears and the frustrations, what is the opposite that they want to have? Number 3 is give your process a simple, unique name, okay? The reason that we give it a unique and simple name is because it makes it different from everyone out there, okay? Instead of saying, I'll give you, 10 photos that are, really beautiful, instead you can say, I have my Snap to Sell framework. And when people see that, they're like, oh, that's really different from every single photographer that I've spoke to. Can you explain a bit more about it? It makes them a lot more curious, and it helps you to sell your offer a lot more because it is this unique mechanism that you have. So think of a simple, unique name. When it comes to the name, simple beats cute. Don't make it something super fancy that doesn't make sense. Number 4 is write 1 to 2 sentences explaining how it actually works, okay? You want to make it super clear on how this framework or process actually works, so that they understand that it's something super simple to help them get to the dream outcome that they have. An example of this is I help cafe owners who struggle with amateur visuals create brand-aligned content using my Snap to Sell framework to attract more customers and grow their local following. Okay, and just the final takeaway: a strong offer does most of the selling for you. When you're clear on who you help, the outcome you deliver, and how you do it, clients don't just hire you; they chase you. Craft your client magnet offer, and everything else becomes easier. Pricing, content, sales, calls, all of it. Now, this is just part one of building your client magnet offer, and this is just a simple part of it. If you want to go deeper and faster, I've created Freedomographers, a mastermind designed to help photographers and videographers in the commercial space book 5 to 10 monthly retainers. It's super easy to get started and there's no sales calls involved. Just DM me the word freedom on Instagram and I'll send you over the full breakdown. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this and you got the value from this training. If you have any questions, please, feel free to DM me and I'd love to help you out. Anyway, have a great day and peace.